Namaste. Hello, hello. Is anybody out there? Anyone at all? Good morning. In an unusual twist of events, I'm here 1 minute early. Hello. Someone just arrived. Good morning, guys. If you are here, you can say hello if you want to in the little box, or by clicking the hello, Jeva. Hey, stranger. How are you? I hope you're really good. It's like my voice notes. These are a little bit of a one-way conversation with you, but it's very nice to see your name. Good morning. Oh, where am I? Yeah, I'm in Margate. I am on day 11 of a house sitting. I was going to say job, but it's definitely not a job. I've been looking after my friend's amazing flat for 11 days. I'm leaving today, so I have to pop the dream bubble. It's been really nice. I've been trying to reenact Corfu, and I've been in the sea every day, swimming around, getting a bit of kelp on my foot and freaking out because I think it's jellyfish for a second. How are you? I hope that you're good. I was expecting, I've got, hello. Hello, Marie. Here we all are. I think everybody knows I'm usually a little bit late. That's okay. You guys know me better than I know myself. Good morning, Marie. How are you guys? Let me know if you have any news, muscular or otherwise. Hi. Okay. So, if there is nothing you want to tell me about, any little twingeries or things going on, we'll get started. So finding your way into cross legs whenever you're ready, and finding a nice even set of sit bones. And it's lovely to greet this early morning with you. So let's find our way there. Little shift of the hips side to side. Wrapping the shoulders back and down. A couple of nice deep breaths in and out. And this morning, let's just take an extra movement just to rise through the crown of the head. Gently bring the chin towards the chest and just ease into the neck, moving one ear towards the same side shoulder. Gently through center and to the other side. I want you to let the eyes close and just feel how a little bit of movement and just stretching into these tight places already gives us that nice internal focus and a drop into a deeper breath. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale, start to bring the head gently to center and back up level. Rising the arms, take a nice deep breath in, reach the fingertips up. And exhaling, position gently landing towards the center of the chest, where we'll just arrive in our bodies this morning, thumbs towards the heart space. Just letting your breath ease fully in and fully out. Letting the left hand turn face down over the heart space, right hand on top of the belly, connecting lower body to your breath as the belly inflates and gently subsides. Feeling the heartbeat underneath that left hand. Taking another full breath. And then gently bringing the hands back together, but this time towards the third eye. Sitting a little bit taller, bring your attention into your full spine. Imagine the breath rising up to meet the crown of the head and then gently melting back down. Let's squeegee that third eye awake, just a few soft circles of the thumb knuckles there. Feel like you're just waking up those intuitions and intentions. Big breath in, big breath out. Hands just back down to interlace. And we're just going to catch the air with the backs of your hands. So gently rounding out the spine, you might look at your belly button. You might even bring one wrist forwards and then the other, just easing into your wrist. And then inhale, start to bring the hands back towards the chest, turn those palms inside out, come all the way to center as you inhale, rising up. And then exhaling to opening up just to your shoulder height with your palms. Let's take a nice big tip over to your left. And your rising hand's just going to face you like a shower over your head as you find more space. Breathing in and out. And then tip that back the other way. Take that nice and center, picking up the palms to flex, shoulder height, and we'll tip that all the other way. And turn your upper palm like a shower head over you. Relax the head. Inhale, coming gently up center. Just taking your hands forwards, we're going to let your feet come up and then down to the floor. Hands are going to catch the shins as we find a gentle cat cow rounding the spine. And then sitting really nice and tall, lifting up your chest. Find a bit of space in the throat. Exhaling, rolling back into that cat curl. Inhaling, arching. Exhaling back down. Inhale. Exhale. And this time as we round, let's come into our core work. Hands interlace over that left shin. Coming all the way back. Inhale, stretching out. Before we go into our core work, just keep your left hand on your left shin. Just peel that gently open towards your left side. Like a little frog's leg, just noticing your hip. Those small degrees to open. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, come back to center. Nice big exchange. Bring your right shin in, left leg away. Just resting on the ground for now. Stretch out. Notice your hip. And again, we'll just keep your right hand on your right shin to open up the hip a little bit to the side. So your right knee just gently moves in an arc open to your right. Breathing in, bring that back to center. We're going to exchange over to your left shin. This time, let your right leg hover your chest and head off the ground. Let's move into our space bike. Breathing into the right shin, breathing out. Small of the back presses into the ground. Breathing in, left shin, breathing out. Breathing in. All of the strength in our middle, warming up that belly, warming up the prana. Breathing in. Over to the left shin, breathing out. Breathing in. Over to your right shin. Now let's speed it up. Over to the left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bringing both shins in towards your chest. Relax your head on the ground. Nice deep breath out of the mat.
Start to find a little rock forwards and back in your knee. Going to inhale, gently rock up to sitting. As you find that sitting position, finding balance on your bum for Navasana. Hands are going to come underneath the thighs. So stillness in our strength now. Legs are hovering about that knee height. Arms could hover or you could stretch here. 3 deep breaths. Let's try to charge up our prana, belly, core, but keep the face yin, keep the mind cool. One last breath. Inhale, bring the knees up. Exhaling, crossing the feet underneath you. Let's find our way to the toes. Inhale, stretching those calves. Fingertips might be slightly forward as we let the head just drop. Breathing fully in and out to the shoulders, the calves, in between to the toes. Let's grow the plant of our legs, rising up but rooting the feet. Knees could be slightly bent throughout, no need to straighten those. Let's keep our alignment nicely in our minds. Feet supporting us underneath knees, hips. Give the head a little shake if it's needed. Notice that we can drop a bit of tension that we might be holding through shoulders. Let's keep rising through that tailbone. Just for a couple more deep breaths, you might even sway the chest. Feel like you're getting into your body your way this morning. Notice how it feels to be here. Where the little tendernesses are. And when you're ready, let's drop gently into the center to bend knees and start rolling up. Nice and slow. So that you can feel each vertebrae on their way up to stack. All the way into your Tadasana, breathing in, rising the arms. Breathing out, prayer position all the way down through center to fold. Hands sliding up to the shins. Let's breathe into a nice flat back. We're taking just a half salutation here. So back into your fold on your next breath out, dropping back into that nice, relaxed, heavy head. Couple of breaths. We're going to repeat that whole thing so you can get into a bit more instinct in your body, bending the knees, rolling up, feeling each vertebrae, heavy through your fingertips. Pushing the earth down with your feet. Let's rise up into our mountain, rise the arms, inhale. Exhaling, prayer position all the way down through center. Hands slide up to the shins, really lengthen that spine, send your tailbone back. Half lift. Exhaling, refold. Just take a moment to drop any tension from the face of the head. If you're not already, just bringing yourself to the front of the mat. We're going to inhale, lift the right foot, step back. Come into your lunge position. Let's seesaw through the hips a little bit, grease up those nice spaces. So we're going to inhale, gently land the back knee. Exhale, take yourself up and back into a stretch of both legs. Maybe picking up the ball of that left foot, maybe not. Head drops gently, knees no need to straighten. Breathing in, come forwards, find lift in your chest. Let's start to think of the breath as the grease. And as we come back, inhale, nice deep breath, heart rises. Exhaling, coming gently back into both hips. Inhaling, coming forwards, this time coming down to your back knee. Setting up your hips, maybe we'll draw them back first as you rise the arms, and then draw the hips forwards. We'll take our chest into the air, find a bit more space in crescent moon. We're going to take the hands behind us today, so we can really relax the shoulders down. One hand to each opposite elbow. Breathing fully in, fully out.
And just taking another breath or two to notice that squeeze, the sweet space opening in the hip, the rise and space in your chest. Releasing when you're ready. Nice long spine. Let's send ourselves back to both feet. Child's pose, knees slightly apart, toes together, stretching back. Inhaling, start to breathe in, come through your tabletop. Send your right foot forwards, let's grease it. Inhaling, lifting the chest in lunge. Exhaling, drawing up and back into both legs. We might lift the ball of the foot here and relax the head down. Let's go between those 2 points, just feeling. You might even close the eyes so that we connect to it as a feeling and not where we should be. The next time we're coming down to that left knee, you might set the hips gently back over the back knee before you rise the arms. Crescent moon, lifting the chest as you move forward and really measure out where to stop. We keep the jaw soft and the elbows and the shoulders soft today. Take the hands to each opposite elbow behind you. Just freeing up that chest space. Let's drink a couple of more breaths down to the belly. Releasing when you're ready. Nice long spine. Bringing the hips to rise up the back knee. Rock yourself to step the feet into your Uttanasana. Exhaling to fold. Small bend in the knees. This time we're coming up slightly wide on the arms, like a big squat coming up. Prayer position, gently landing towards the chest as you breathe out. So let's push the palms up. Inhale. Open out on the way down. Let's just take a nice flamenco rotation of the wrist all the way to your fold. Relax the head, breathing out. Hands towards the shins, breathing in. Half lift. Exhaling to refold. Jump or step back to your chaturanga. Shoulders over wrists. Strong through your core. You can go knees, belly, chest. Or arrive more like a plank coming down. Feed the heart forwards into your cobra. Lifting up and back to your down dog. And as you set yourself up for this first down dog, get into the space where you're noticing yourself. You might have a wriggle, a pedal of the heels, a wriggle of the hips. Head nice and heavy here. Full breath in and out. Keeping that feeling of rise in the thigh bones, particularly whether the knees are bent or more towards straightened. Inhaling, we're going to lift up onto both sets of tiptoes. If you're not sure, you might watch me. We're going to take both heels to drop over towards your right and bend the knees. So we're going to take your left arm up and over you. Find a little bit of side space. Breathing in and fully out, and then take that back into center when you're ready. Onto the tiptoes, long spine, and then letting both feet fall over to the left. So you're on the inner and outer edge of each foot. Take your right arm off the ground. Find the strength in your left shoulder, space in your right side. Exhaling, coming gently back to center. Really nice long lower back. Take a deep breath in and out of the mouth. Inhaling, looking to the hand. We're going to jump or step the feet forwards. Exhaling to fold. Small bend in both knees. Coming up like a squat. Opening the arms. Exhaling, prayer position gently towards the chest.
Let's push those palms up. Exhale, open, rotate the wrists, coming down, long spine. Hands slide up to the shins for that flat back. Folding deeply back into find plank. Plank can be gently on the knees or risen off the knees, strong spread shoulders either way. Making your way down, either like a press up coming down or through your vinyasa. Chin to chest and into your down dog when you're ready. If you need rest at any point today, just feel free to gently land into child's pose and take a couple of moments for that. Next breath in, let's start to find our tripod, right leg coming off the ground. Strong on both arms, lifting the right hip, let's bend the floating knee, find your quad muscle, your right corner hip. Breathe deeply into that diagonal space, right hip to left arm. Exhaling, aligning the hip bones that send your right leg all the way forwards, breathing in and breathing out. From your lunge, inhaling, we're going to start to take each arm off the ground. So you're using your core and your thighs more in this strength space, lunging forwards. And then swinging your hands until they come behind you. Hands might interlace, or hands to elbows again as you lift the chest off that thigh into high lunge. Turning your left heel down, let's find warrior two in the legs. Reach the chest forward, and then just drape your chest inside that right knee for humble warrior. Breathing in, and fully out. One last deep breath. As we let go of the arms, sweep them into the air. Good. We're going to open out to your side, coming into Prasarita, right foot exchanges to turn to your left. We're going to take your right arm low and your left arm high until they cross over to find your shoulders or your eagle wrap. Breathing in, squeeze and find the back of your shoulder blades. Breathing out, we're going to lengthen forward all the way down through center. Couple of deep breaths to forward. Exhaling, unravel the arms. Take a little bend in your left knee. You can find a small side lunge stretch, so inner right thigh is getting a stretch. If you prefer to make that deeper, we'll sit on the left heel and flick up the ball of that right foot. You might even hover the arms here. Keeping a sense of that long spine sitting back as you keep rising your chest. Exhaling, let's walk it back through center to the front of your mat, finding your plank position. Your way through vinyasa could be down on the knees first, using your triceps to draw down and then back up through your shoulders, heart lifts. Exhaling back to your down dog. Couple of nice full breaths. You might even empty your breath from the mouth if you're building some heat this one. Finding your way gently to your tripod, other side. Left leg rises, left hip too. Little bend in the floating knee. Let's sculpt around with that tail. Notice your quad, the corner of that left hip bone and flank. Breathe into that new space, strengthen the arms. Breathing in, breathing out. Level hips to send your left foot between your hands. Relax your face. Charge up the core. I'm going to take away these arm supports so there's more fire now in the core and the thigh, which we're going to try and make peace with. Take the arms to swim out behind you. You can interlace the hands the other way, so whichever thumb's at the front changing over, or whichever hand to elbow is at the front. Squeezing your heart to lift up into your high lunge. Transferring your right heel down into warrior two. Lengthening that heart forwards, let's drape inside the left knee, come all the way down into your humble warrior, releasing the head. You keep those legs strong, release the arms, and send your arms into the air in front of you. Warrior A, coming through to Prasarita, change into your side position. So you're over to your right. This time you're taking your left arm low, your right arm high until we get to our shoulders, or into your forearm wrap. Breathing in. Breathing out to lengthen and fold. Strong legs, equal through the hips. Head bows towards the palms. You can always release the arms early or bend the knees if you need. Couple of deep breaths. Nice, steady, grounded feet. Exhaling. When you're ready, unravel those arms. We're going to take a little bend in your right knee, so just coming away from your screen. You'll have a little stretch inside your left thigh already. If you want to take it deeper, we'll sit down on your right heel, but just notice that your knees are happy about this decision. Knees are on board. So if you're here, palms towards the chest perhaps. Breathing fully in and out. Letting your hips draw back as we lengthen slightly forward. When you're ready, let your hands meet the ground, walk yourself up through center. Let's find our way into lunge and then back to plank. Shoulders over wrists, your way through vinyasa. And finding your way into that nice down dog landing. Strong through our middle, strong through the arms. Breath out if you need it. Rinsing our energies clear. This time we're going to walk the hands back towards the feet, but just doing that quite nice and slowly. Feeling your way into that Uttanasana fold, head nice and heavy. As you reach that fold, we're just going to gently bend the knees and just lift up the corner, inside edge, of your left foot. And just re-straighten the legs a little bit, see if you can find that sort of unique shin muscle. That space is a little hard to get to sometimes. It might be quite nice just to gently release. No big, extravagant sensation. Letting that foot land nice and evenly. Little bend in the knees. We're going to lift up the inside edge of the right foot and just straighten the legs a little bit. Notice if you can the shin muscle. Nice even feet when you're ready, lengthening a little bit over yourself. You'll find your version of a deeper fold. Could be today that we go for first middle fingers to the insides of the big toes. Elbows nice and wide. So it feels a little bit like pincers, bit of a lobster pose. We're going to lift up the tailbone as we widen out those elbows. If you prefer just hanging out, let's go for raggy dog, one hand to each opposite elbow. Exhaling, releasing the hands when you're ready. Small bend in the knees, we're going to roll it up slow. All the way to standing. Finding that nice rise as you meet your balance. Breathing in, we're going to start to step your right foot forward. Coming through Prasarita to your warrior two, right set of toes pointing forwards. Breathing fully in and fully out. Have a little shuffle if you need to, getting the right spacing and support for your knees. Reaching the fingertips away from each other, take another deep breath here. And then we're just going to flip your right palm. Reach forwards, inhale up and out of that right hip, breathing in. Exhaling, let's roll it all the way back. Inhaling, so that knee might slightly straighten on the way up, reaching out of your hip. Exhaling, coming back into bend, one more time. This time we're going to hop to a parallel back foot, exchange arms and find your twist, either on your lunge or going for your elbow pivot, left elbow, right thigh, palms together towards the center of the chest. Good, let's take another full breath here. Really charge up the space of your thighs, your core, to come up through lunge and watch your knee, we're coming through your side position and all the way over to your twist other side. So you'll be facing the back of your mat with your right arm extended in front of you in twist on lunge, or your full twist, right elbow, left thigh. Last breath here. Again, getting some strength in the core, the thigh, to come back up, find your way into your warrior two, towards the back of your mat. Hope I haven't confused you too much. So your left set of toes is pointing towards the back of your mat, finding your steadiness, your alignment on your warrior two. Flipping the front palm, reach forward and up out of your left hip. We're going to repeat our little reverse warrior cycle all the way back down, up. And just bring that side of your ribs through that rinse cycle a couple more times. Breathing in, when you're ready, come back through center, turn your left foot to face the front of your mat. We'll find one last vinyasa. This time a vinyasa with a different step back to your plank. Shoulders over wrists, we're going to gently land down to find your belly. As you arrive on your belly, we're going to float on that belly, hands behind you, opening the chest. Legs float, and we squeeze everything in towards our center line. So we become almost this little rocking horse as our breath gently sways us. Hands underneath the shoulders, lifting up, breathing in, let your legs land, and back to your last down dog. Inhaling, let's look ahead to the hands, jump or step forward, exhale to fall. This time, bend the knees, and as you're coming up, we're going to rise the arms first, sit down on an invisible chair for a moment. Breathe into the length, the warmth. Find 2 more breaths. And then exhale like a corkscrew. Just take the arms out wide and lift out of your shoulders as you come to standing. Really nice, steady feet. Emptying the breath. Let yourself just do nothing for a moment. Eyes might be closed or soft. Feel that bubbling starting to sort of simmer in your energy. Good. Let's encourage a little bit more space in your breath where you are. So just drawing the palms face up, inhale. And caressing the air back down. So like a very gentle coffee plunger, let's bring it up. And gently caress the air back down. Take one or two more. You know I love my opposition. So your feet really ground as you raise the hands. And your neck really lengthens as you bring the hands down. So you're rising up through the crown of the head. One more time. Clearing breath. Let's bring our weight into your right foot. Let your left leg come up, across, squeeze the thighs together, bend both knees. Hands towards the center of the chest in prayer position. And we're actually from here going to just take the palms apart. So I want you to allow yang and yin here. So as you fire up the thighs, just for a couple of breaths, you might float that wrapped leg. We're going to try and keep the touch on the fingertips as soft as possible. So you're holding space for the chest, for your jaw. Good, let's open it up. Bring space into your hip in your tree pose. You could bring your foot to the thigh or down to the shin or ankle. We're going to take that soft fingertip position above your head and feel how it kind of rises your focus as well as you rise the hands. Our hands are very good for finding where our mind's focus is. That's how we gesture. Exhaling, let's open it up. Set that left foot gently down, wrap the right across. Find that strength and fire as you sit down on your invisible chair, hands back towards the chest. As you maybe float that leg, we've got our yang, and let's just put a cool touch into your fingertips. Let's take this mudra up as you find your tree pose, which could be foot to thigh, foot to shin, whatever feels natural to you as you rise the fingertips above you. Feel how that draws your focus towards the crown of the head. Exhaling to open up the arms, let's set your right foot down. And as you do, we're just going to fold all the way forward. Feet wheeling a tiny bit wide. Feet turned out, allowing those hips to draw down into your malasana if it suits you. Palms together towards the center of the chest in that kind of mirrored image of your lizard on each hip. So feeling those two spaces through the hips. If that doesn't suit you, your feet might be closer together and you might be on the balls of the feet. Breathing fully in, fully out. Let's allow our sit bones to land any way that suits you. So you might use your core and just take a little bump back to the bum. Find a little hover on your bum as you squeeze the knees towards you. And we'll just take a couple of rocks back to your shoulders and back up. Breathing in, clear the breath as we roll that down. Let go a little bit more of anything tense. As we come up, we're going to feed both legs to your right and move into your pigeon. Slowing right down now as we lengthen, fold. And there's a feeling of expansion forward through your spine, out through your shoulders, and really deep in that right glute. Out, forward, and deep. Noticing that the head can feel rested, creating your arm support, maybe on the forearms or palms. Let's take 4 or 5 of our deepest breaths. Just 1 or 2 more deep breaths, really appreciating the space within that, the time within it. And then when you're ready, we're gently going to rise up. Roll your weight slightly to the right, draw in that left knee, and just take a little exchange over to your right. Right leg extends back. And then you might spend a moment having a fidget, getting the feeling good in the hips, the length, the width through your shoulders, the depth of that stretch we can just feel and sense. And observe more and more as you close the eyes. So your breath is almost just this breeze through the guitar strings of your stretch. There's a feeling of maybe a small internal movement without moving, a resonance. Let's just take a couple of deep breaths more, but really allow them to be slow. Develop a feeling of time and space in that breath. And then when you're ready, breathing in. This time we're gently going to rise the chest line back to child's pose. So you can make this your regular child's pose, settle the hip. And then if you feel inspired to take a bit more chest space, we'll come up just enough to align your knees with your hip bones, tuck the toes. Sit back on your heels, and as you draw the hands forwards, we're going to lift up the wrist. So you're on in nice engaged fingertips. So you're either in your puppy dog or your child's pose. Either way, we're just softening the back of the heart for a moment, a couple of deep warming breaths. As you exhale, let's release all the way back to your child's pose and just walk your hands towards your shins. So as we sit on our shins today, nice and aligned here, coming up nice and tall. Let's just spend a moment, hands to the shoulders, just a soft few spirals to open up the chest. Just drawing circles. Good. And then just breathing to release. Take your right arm up and behind the back of your shoulders. So we can either take your left hand just behind you, no need to connect, but if you do feel like connecting the fingertips, we'll take a little bit of extra space in that tricep. Breathing in, and just really nice and slowly lengthening forwards and over that to forward. Letting go of the hands, gently coming back up. Inhaling, taking your left arm into the air, left hand behind the shoulders. Right fingertips can just come up, no need to connect, but if you are making it there without too much push, we'll connect, stretch the tricep a little more. Breathe in, breathe out, lengthen to forward. Exhaling, releasing the arms. Letting the hands forward, let's come into tabletop. We're going to bend the elbows and take that lateral cat cow today. So chest comes through the center, and we round out through the middle, and then come back around to the right. So those bendy elbows are going to help us to just form a little bit of a more fluid movement, but don't worry, it's very low res, very jerky. And then take it the other way when you're ready. Just feel that there's a few little pathways that we're making through the tightness of the back, the spine. Releasing that. And then coming center, breathing in. Breathing out to clear. As you cross the feet underneath us or jump through to cross legs from your down dog. Let's come into the center of the mat. Inhale to bring your feet nice and level. Exhale to come all the way down to your half bridge. Palms face down either side of the pelvis. And this can be done your way. You need a little wriggle of the hips first. That's great, go for it. Set the feet equally. Feel that mid-strength again. Lower abdominals root, rising you up to lift your heart out your shoulders. Hands could interlace underneath you. You could even find a full bridge here. I know a couple of you really like to do that, but go with how your energy feels today. And we'll take a couple of deep breaths more to just lift your midline, squeeze the glutes slightly, energize the front body. Exhaling when you're ready, let's come all the way down, landing your tailbone as you pick up your knees. Open up the arms, all the way out to each side. We're going to let both knees rock to your left, a little lightning bolt shape, supine twist. Bringing the body out. Inhaling, roll back through center. Both knees coming over to your right, little lightning bolt shape. Breathing in and fully out. Back through center. Inhale, right into the air with both legs, feeling that nice weight and alignment on your back as you rotate the ankles. Wiggle the toes. Take your hands into the air, rotate the wrists, wiggle the fingers. Breathe in and reach, breathe out and just melt down. Find that kind of softening drop into your Shavasana. Feeling that the breath just develops on its own, finds its own rhythm that we can just gently observe. Taking these few moments to surrender, I'll meet myself, come back for you in a few moments.
Gently, where you are on the ground, just feeling your breath, feeling its journey in, finding space, blowing away the cobwebs, breathing out and releasing the energies that we don't need. Taking a couple more of these really nice full breaths where you are on the ground. Stay effortless in the muscles just for these last couple of moments. Notice any little tingle, a feeling of maybe flow in your energy, your circulation. And then just warming up and brightening up the space in the back of the eyes and the center of the chest. Let's encourage more space in the breath, a little energy, wiggling your fingers awake, wiggling your toes, bringing the body gently back to life. Let's bring the knees up towards the chest. Have a little squeeze of your knees and roll over towards your left side. Your little hedgehog ball on your side, coming up slowly whenever you're ready. Finding sitting, the length in the spine. And today let's keep it simple, just both hands over the heart space. Breathing in, fully out. Palms together, let's bow to ourselves this morning. Namaste to you all. And wishing you a very Merry Tuesday. Very, very merry one. I hope you have a really nice day and there's lots of light in it. Treat yourselves kind. Drink lots of water. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you, everybody. Namaste all.